There's an Elvis Presley movie that's about to come out. Jay Moore is very excited about this movie and its potential. You can see it in his face. There's I ain't gonna even get him started.
Oh no, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, I know it. I'm just telling you. I'm just getting you ready. But there's an article that speaks to. It's basically, we've had this conversation before, but there's a bar that kind of got people tweeting on a song that he just recorded called the King and I featuring Cee-Lo. It's on the soundtrack for the Elvis movie.
Yeah, who?
Elvis. Yeah.
Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis.
His song that he released, or
M released a song featuring Cee-Lo.
Eminem. Okay.
Yeah, and it's featuring Cee-Lo on the hook.
Either.
It's a chopped up Elvis record with a Elvis progression type.
Does it sound super poppy?
Yes.
I haven't heard it.
It's nothing that would get Run and Take That Tuesday or anywhere else.
I mean, when you say Eminem, pop, Elvis, and then Cee-Lo on the chorus, I'm like,
it does.
That's definitely something I don't.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on paper.
Pop.
And I'm like, yeah,
like
it almost wasn't worth me streaming, but
I'm
I had
not
to listen
afraid, like something like that.
No, Cee-Lo got too much soul for that. We ain't gonna do Cee-Lo like that. Yeah, Cee-Lo got too much soul for it. But if you going in the right area. Let me try to make sense of this bar that got people going in terms of tweeting about this. Yeah, I know how we get when we read these bars. So,
a provocateur.
He says, I stole black music. Yeah, true. Perhaps I used it for what? As a tool to combat school. Kids came back on some bathroom-ish. Now I call a hater a bidet. Why? Because they mad and they can't do ish. Ha ha. Got it?
Okay.
It sounds even worse when Eminem raps it, so, hey.
But this set off a series of tweets from people because, you're talking about him, obviously, with the black music. One of the tweets says, it only makes sense that Eminem is on an Elvis soundtrack. They both have been accused of stealing black music and profiting off of it.
Accused?
Oh, good call. There's another one that says, let's see, he's literally responding to people who claimed he stole black music and he agrees, laugh out loud. Someone else pointed out. I think there's another one.
Shouts to that person.
Yeah.
Listen to this, and there's an entire verse where Eminem explains all of the parallels between him and Elvis, including admitting to stealing from black music as a tool to combat school. So people, I can't make this.
Make that bar make sense for me. I'm not grasping.
Bruh, there's too much.
Yeah, what does combat school mean?
That's the part I'm struggling with.
He's got vocals that come in the, Eminem raps. I'll try to read it again.
No, that's okay.
You're gonna read the ad libs too.
I'm trying to
be like, I combat school.
Long story short, man, everybody's going in because he's basically owning up to what he's been quote unquote accused of.
I feel like he's already done this, hasn't he?
I feel like he
has he.
I feel like he's addressed
on
what he's done. I've never really, honestly,
I don't see him like
from my point of view,
anything.
I never felt like he stole.
No, I don't either.
Black music,
especially not like Elvis.
That's what I want. Like he was. That's what I want to talk about.
I feel like he was influenced by black music. I did see that, but I didn't necessarily see him stealing because there was nobody that rapped like Eminem when Eminem came out.
Thank you. That's what I want to talk about.
When we're talking about Elvis literally was making songs that were already made by black artists and doing dances that were already made popular in the black communities back then. And he just pretty much did his little thing and called it his own.
I mean, he wrote Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, right?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
No, it's funny because he knows
Who
better.
wrote that song?
He knows way better. He knows way better.
No, I was setting you up, okay?
Oh,
yeah, I missed a lot. I'm not getting the whole reference that or is he just trolling because he's on a song with Elvis? Because he's talked about Elvis.
Yeah, I know he's doing done that too.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't understand the school part. Maybe I'm dumb.
I missed the school part too. I tried to read the bar. I'm gonna have to go back and listen. I listened to the record one time. I'm like, okay, this is going to serve its purpose. To Jay Moore's point, it did not stand out to me. And, I'm a Cee-Lo fan. I respect him, but it just ain't hit from what I heard.
I'm about half on Cee-Lo.
What?
Yeah, because Cee-Lo's got a lot of material. I'm just like, I don't ever want to hear this again. A lot of his pop stuff.
It is some of that Cee-Lo stuff I don't care for.
I ain't talking about Goody Mob Cee-Lo.
No,
I'm talking about like Eminem Elvis song Cee-Lo. And he's got a lot of that.
All right.
Christmas album Cee-Lo.
Don't do that.
Dressed in all gold Cee-Lo.
Them Gnarls Barkley albums is cold.
I'll give him that.
All right. And he got a couple. Never mind. Y'all ain't about to get me off track. Jay Moore, talk to me, man, about Elvis and Eminem.
This song is ass.
Butt cheeks.
That's how you gonna start it?
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna start it because like the
I
thing
think
is,
that's okay for the radio.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
you know, the thing is, you know, because I put out the Dave Moore's music list from time to time, and I go through and listen to these records, you know, because I want to see what might be something we could diversify our playlists with, when, you know, especially with the summertime coming up.
Yeah.
And I heard this, I was like, this is awful. This is just like, it doesn't work at all. Because the thing is, I heard the Doja Cat record that actually samples Big Mama Thornton. That's also for the Elvis soundtrack.
The originator of
and I think
Dog.
that's a great record. I love the video, everything about it. I think it's dope. But this is terrible.
Jay Moore is not afraid
At all. He is not afraid. He's not afraid at all.
And the whole comparisons. Look, we've been through this so many times, and you know, white person doing, you know, what is considered to be traditionally black music, whatever. You know, like I just can't believe they're doing an Elvis movie in this quote unquote cancel culture time. You know, but I mean, they gave Jerry Lee Lewis a movie, and he was a pedophile as well.
I wonder if they're going to address his 14-year-old girlfriend.
You know, I mean, and his grooming, if you will. That's a term that they use.
Right.
But I did see a scene from the movie, and Baz Luhrmann. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, because he did. I think the last big thing he did was The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio. Stylistically, I think I dig what he does, but like I already saw a scene where literally they show a young Elvis going into a black church and like absorbing black people's talent. And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not going.
There we go.
He was Shay O'Connor at church.
Yeah. He was in there with the Shang Tsung and yeah.
All this soul coming out the sky.
Shout out to everybody who knows about that Mortal Kombat 2 life. But yeah, this isn't anything on a cultural level I'm excited about at all.
Nor am I.
So
I'll probably still watch it. I ain't go front. I won't pay.
I ain't going to see it.
You know, just because I dig what a lot of people didn't like Gatsby. I liked what Baz Luhrmann did with Gatsby. I enjoyed that movie thoroughly.
Just kind of observe it and kind of imagine it's like the Dewey Cox Part 2 movie.
Yeah. I actually like.
But if they're gonna give Jerry
based off music artists,
yeah, but you know, if they're gonna give Jerry Lee Lewis and
too.
Elvis a movie, you know, let's just go ahead and I'm going to get a script ready for the R. Kelly movie.
Oh wow,
no,
be a good one.
I mean, rightfully
we can
so,
have multiple wrongs at the same time.
Oh yeah, and if we're gonna be giving wrong movies, let's give them all a movie.
No,
I mean, if we're gonna go wrong, we can go wrong.
That's the problem with everything. Everybody wants to combat wrongs with wrongs.
Yeah, if you're gonna do wrong,
I don't want to see any.
I'm not serious, y'all. I don't want to. I hope R. Kelly never gets out of jail.
Nor do I.
I'm just saying, like, the song is not good. I'm not going to pay to see the movie. I'll probably see it, but I'm not going to pay for it. Just because that's how I do.
Would you go if Lone pays for you to go?
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, if my white friend takes me to go see the Elvis movie.
I didn't know.
He said
Lone might want to pay.
He said that's your Juneteenth.
That would be the worst Juneteenth.
I didn't know if Lone
I got you a ticket to go see the Elvis movie for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
That's about as worse as Watermelon Gate.
Man,
I got you some unsalted peanuts and some white Oreos.
Lone said I ain't paying for that. Speaking of that, Lone, what do you think, man? Like,
you've heard what I mean, in what aspect?
No, I know what you're gonna say, man. Because Jerry made a good point about the stealing versus being influenced.
Yeah, I think there's.
I think that's.
I mean,
the point.
as a white person who operates in a black culture, I can see the difference of stealing something and being in it. I see the nuance there. You know, like I feel like as somebody who has been in hip hop, has made hip hop records, has produced hip hop songs, has made
high level too,
created hip hop platforms, has shared music and all that stuff. Like I see the difference, and I see the lines.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I'm intimate with them, if you will. So like
respect.
You know, I'm super conscious of that stuff because I think it matters. But when I look at the two, when I look at Eminem and I look at Elvis, I'm not personally a fan of either of them. I mean, respect to Eminem, but like, there's a big difference between Eminem and Elvis Presley.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eminem has his own take on his style and everything that he does. Sure, he's influenced by Redman and, you know,
openly says it too.
DLC
for sure. And he's got those influences, but you know, he did his own thing, and he's not trying to be something now, and he's not blatantly stealing something and trying to pass it as his own.
And plus, like he always gives he pays homage to his influences.
does.
He doesn't act like he just pulled this out of a hat somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a video floating around on IG. I don't know if you guys saw it. They're shooting a DLC documentary.
Yeah.
And he's talking about one of the songs on there.
By 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏.
Thank you.
That's
He's breaking down some of the bars of one of the songs, and he calls the DLC into the room like, "Yo, what were you saying?
What were you saying here?" Yeah.
To me, that moment is amazing. I love that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of how I feel. Now, at the same time, like I'm a white person having a conversation about how white people conduct themselves in a different culture, you know. So I'm aware of that as well.
Sure.
It really doesn't even matter what I think in that aspect. You know, I still have my opinions and everything, but you know, I don't know. I see them as different, and they're not. It's not even close. You know, like Eminem ain't trying to be Chuck Berry or something like that, or steal all his stuff. Or
Big Mama Thornton family better get that check off that Doja Cat.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.